Hello, viewers and subscribers. Let's continue the our next steps to the configuration. Last configuration we already discussed about how can you execute the all the configuration file, the config maps, and then also the credentials, the secret maps, and also the Postgres SQL backend server installations, and although even though the how can you generate the standalone jar files, and out of the standard jar file based on your Docker definitions, how can you build those Docker files. We already discussed about that one. Those are you are new for this screencast, you can look for that one. So we have Docker files. So you see the Docker files is their definition, simply the standalone jar files. You need to copy and the base image Java 8 and then endpoint definition and nothing more that one. So this is the config definitions, and config very simple. The kind of the Kubernetes type config maps. Just we need meta information, the name of the config maps, and also the host name and the database name in the config map. And the secret files, the credentials or secrets. Just you need the secrets. The secret files, just we define the names of file, and this is a kind of secrets, and we pass we pass to the base 64 encoding the database username and passwords. In other case, we just put it here the Postgres instance. How can you just if you have a Postgres instance in the locally, you can just simply take the locally Postgres instance, and then otherwise is download from the GitHub Docker hubs. So you see the persistent volume definitions and deployment definition. I will discuss a little bit later when I start the complete development for those cases. So just in see recap what we need to be doing in the next steps. Just here the overview of our next steps. So then we have the service definition configuration files. So if I go there, so the service name, so user registration Flyway. So this is the Flyway, and then endport, and so on and so forth. And then this is the deployment and the service definition. So that means that those the files we are externally configure, and that's why I say this is the really professional way externally configure. How can you externally deploy your application into the hundreds of machines? Just you need to simply put it all together in the script file, in the configuration files, and your standalone jar files. Then your installation department just simply run the script and then build your application or install the application in the respective environments, and then productions or test or release environment, depending which environment. They just simply change the only the secrets and then also information. They just simply change the database username, password, and also the database names, and so on so forth. Nothing more to change it. That's automatically configure, automatically run the your script files. If you see the pictures like that, so we run it already kubectl the apply. We run this apply applications and Postgres config maps, Postgres credentials, and then Postgres service and deployments, and then finally we run the application. So all the created. So if I go to the kubectl get all the services and get all. So yeah, so you see the kubectl services get all. Oops, it's take time. So get all. So you see the Postgres is running still. The image is not running because we are taking the image from our local machines, and that's not the Docker hubs. That's the reason still image pullback off. So we will put it like from copy the local image to the Kubernetes cluster by Docker command. I will do it later. I will show you later. So there's all the services, all the service and deployments and replica sets and the ports is there. So it's a Postgres database service is running here, and also the application, because still missing our application image. That's the reason why it says the image pullback options, because we are working locally, local machine. We need to pull this from the Docker image to the Kubernetes cluster. So you see the image is there. So I built it 6 hours ago, but still this image is not still not into the Kubernetes cluster. That's the reason it says the Kubernetes Minikube is running, so it is not in there. That's why it says the your image your replication image, Spring Boot image is error error image pool now is in a different message. So we can see the how many images in Minikube image ls. So that you can see the image is not present there. So you see all the base images that's Minikube need to be run based on these images. It's not this is the images from the Kubernetes cluster. So there you see there is only our Postgres image there. So application, that's why the Postgres is running properly. That's we expected, but we didn't have the image like from here. So we cannot we can run it the image from there. So let's have a write down in the commands. So Minikube cube image load, so that take the load from the local host to the Kubernetes cluster. So that we know the image name is there. So it is named. We can cross check what's the image name. So as you see, the image name is here. So tag numbers, and then you have the just simply copy the image and the tag number, this one. So we can just simply 1.2.2. So we can load the image to from the local machine to the Docker container to the Kubernetes containers, the cluster. That's the reason it is missing, is failing. Then if the system get your image, then it will be the status will be running. Then after that we can check all the applications running and check it's properly running all the application that we expected. So if I see the application is loaded to the Kubernetes cluster, we can check the application is there, image is there. Oh, it's just too slow today. So now we see the image is there. So this is our Spring Boot image, the application image, the version number, tag number 1.2.2, and this is the Postgres image. This is the two important images for us. And now application, of course, the application should running at that stage. So let's have a check the is it anything change in the Spring Boot Docker the Docker desktops. Nothing changed. Application is running, so it's using these images, and our Minikube image is running here. So we can check now all the images, even though respective volumes that's needed to store the databases, and so on so forth, this informations. So this is our project structure. So now we need to be check the applications is properly running. So it's get images kubectl get all. So you see now as the application is running, it's got the images, it's now the application is running. We can check it like to the kubectls, or we can say the different window. We can process it like it is the database properly migrated, because we use already here, that's I already discussed it with part of the development. We use the database migrations. So you see all the migrations scripts in here, and we need to be at least the 4 or 6 tables is created, all the sequences need to be created in the database, in the new tables is added, and additional sequence is created, and add the constraint of the sequences, and so on and so forth. This is all the development I will start when I discuss together when I start the development. Just here the